Lucy! Lucy!
What?
Don't panic, please.
Too late.
Lucy! Lucy! I will get the door open. I'm sure it's just stuck, all right?
Okay.
Thunder. Just thunder.
Right. Okay, so, you get the door open. I'll just be waiting over here.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Welcome, Miss Cole. I've been expecting you.
How dare you sneak on two strangers like that and scare me half to death?
Well, I would hardly call two honored guests that I've invited into my home strangers. But I do apologize for startling you.
Well, if you're serious about the apology, you can begin by explaining why the invitation, who the heck you are, and why all the mystery.
But of course, Dr. Collins. And do forgive the cloak and dagger. But there was no sense offering safe haven if the entire village knows you're here.
Safe haven?
I am aware of the attempt that was made on your life, Miss Cole.
Well, then you can understand why we're less than open-hearted about the invitation. Come on, Lucy.
Please, Dr. Collins. Please reconsider leaving quite so soon. But the chances are, if you leave this house now, it's unlikely you'll ever arrive home. Well, that concludes the tour. As you can see, there's more than enough room to accommodate you if you decide to accept my invitation.
Can we get back to the part about who's trying to kill us, please?
No disrespect, Doctor, but it is Miss Coe who poses the threat.
In what way?
These people are deeply superstitious, and they have managed somehow to hold on to many of the old ways. Now, normally this is a quaint and picturesque practice, but unfortunately, because of Miss Coe's presence, they seem to feel that she has put them in some sort of mortal danger, even. And they've chosen to react accordingly.
By trying to kill me?
Well, they're really just children. About in ignorant groups, even children can be quite troublesome. Over the years, I've taken it upon myself to keep an eye on them.
I see, so you saved my life.
Eternally at your service.
Wait a minute. Why would these people see Lucy as a threat?
You know the answer to that, don't you, my dear?
Because they know I'm related to Caleb. Somehow they sense that I'm part of that family.
Your intuitive powers are quite impressive. That is indeed what the rabble fear, and indeed what the rabble do best.
Are the rabble as evasive about their names as you are?
Oh, not at all, my good doctor. No. Although, even in this part of the world, we do believe that knowing even a person's name can open the door to a wielding of power both for and against the individual. We like to share names. Here's the first sign of trust between you friends.
And your name is?
James Richfield. I'm the Morley family retainer. Well, there's another old custom. Yes, my people have looked after the Morley family concerns for, well, centuries.
Well, that's great. Then you could tell me everything you know about the family, maybe the family secrets.
I'm on intimate terms with every skeletal detail, I'm afraid.
Then you know what Caleb is.
Ah. As do you, I suppose.
We are talking about the fact that Caleb is a vampire, aren't we?
As the family retainer, I prefer to talk about Master Caleb's affliction with a certain delicacy.
Well, of course, he sucks blood. He kills innocent people. He's also after my daughter.
Master Caleb was banished from this house many years ago, and yes, Doctor, yes, he is the reason these villagers live in fear. Sadly, your arrival has opened many old wounds, revived many bad memories, and that's why I urge you, please accept my hospitality. Stay for tonight at least. I can arrange safe passage for both of you in the morning.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe the worst possible one.
But I came to get answers on my connection to the family.
Wait a minute, Mr. Let me ask you something, Mr.
James, Doctor. And yes, gladly. I'll tell you anything that does not violate a confidence.
You barely reacted when Lucy mentioned that Caleb was a vampire.
Well, it was hardly surprising.
Just business as usual.
Hmm.
Didn't skip a beat hearing Caleb's name after all these years, out of the blue, from two strangers.
What is your point, Doctor?
My point is I don't believe you would react so casually had Caleb left many, many years ago. In fact, I believe he left here not too long ago at all. And I believe there's something you're not telling us.
I don't blame you for being wary, Doctor. I imagine were I in your place, I feel the same way.
So if we insist on leaving,
Your lives are yours to risk. You're not prisoners. However, and this may explain my lack of a suitable response to the word vampire, I beg you to remember that in this part of the world, though uncommon, such creatures are very real.
I thought Caleb was the last.
Was, did you say was?
well, we certainly didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, but yes, your master Caleb is dead.
I wasn't aware. Do you by any chance know how or who?
It was Michael, Caleb's brother Michael. Michael destroyed Caleb.
Master Caleb's brother, Michael. That must have been an extraordinarily difficult thing for Michael to do. They were very close once upon a time.
Twins usually are.
Generally. Well, I think we can both agree on one thing, Doctor. That this life is full of the most unexpected surprises. If you'll be so kind as to excuse me, I have important business that I must tend to, given these new circumstances.
Well, we may not still be here once your business is finished.
Choice is yours. Stay or leave.
Leave. I'm gonna call Victor, see if he can find us a way to get the hell out of here.
Sooner the better, Doc.
You'll cover with the old guy?
Yeah, stalling's my specialty. I'm fine.
All right, you sure?
Oh, yes, you be
Okay.
safe. Okay.
Well, I won't be long.
Don't be long. Please don't be long. He